All right, guys, today's video, we're going to talk about how to start a successful freelance career. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Where's that button? Below, right there? I don't know where they put it now, but subscribe to it because we do a lot of YouTube videos, and we look a lot of the comments on the videos, and that's how we get our content for future videos. So if you have a suggestion for what you want to learn, go ahead and post it in the comments. Today, we're going to talk about how to start a successful freelance career. If you're just getting started, this is the bare bones essential quick guide to what you have to do to start bringing in clients. And hey, if you already have clients and you don't do some of these steps, you should start doing them. The first thing you need to do is determine your expertise. I don't just mean I do design. Okay, that's not an expertise. That's a skill set that you have. But how are you going to serve your clients? What exactly are you going to sell? So graphic design, for example, do you do trade show events? Do you do logo designs? Do you do animation? If animation, what type do you do? 2D or 3D animation? Or 4D? I don't even know if 4D exists, but hey, if it is out there, you got to determine if you want to do 4D animation. So you really have to understand on a very niched level what exactly you sell, because the more you can niche that down, the better. And I don't just mean your skill sets. It could be the type of client you serve too. What is your expertise serving, or who is your expertise serving? Is it a company? Is it an individual? If it's a company, what size company? 1 million in revenue, 10 million plus in revenue? What industry are they in? What location are they in? You just have to get all of that information down, because once you understand what you service and then who you service, it's easy to make that connection, right? Okay, so once you determine your expertise on what you do and who you sell it to, you have to growth hack your startup's success. There is a lot of buzzword around. There's a lot of buzz around the growth hack word. It's not very well defined. Okay, so understand what growth hacking is. It's the quickest way to get the result that you want. For example, most freelancers get a website. They determine their brand. They might even hire a branding consultant to get their brand down and understand what color fonts they want to use on all their email templates and their website, and what this and what that. You don't need any of that stuff. Just do the basics. If you just want to bring in some freelance work on the side, if you've never done it before and bring in a client, just do the bare bones minimum. I mean, literally snap a selfie picture of yourself, sign up for an account on Upwork.com or another site like Freelancer, TopTal. I mean, type in freelance platform and then your skill set. Type in freelance platform marketing, freelance platform designers. Designers have a lot of them. Designers in technology, if you're in that area, you've got a lot of freelance platforms. But just do the basics, literally creating a profile. Create your profile to the best of your ability. Fill it in, because no matter what freelance platform you're on, the algorithms that show up, that put your profile on the top of search engines, are a lot of that based on how well your profile is filled out. Okay. And then invest. Don't forget. Now, I might be biased because I run freelancermasterclass.com, and it's an education platform for freelancers. But there's two types of education you absolutely need to invest in that will give you your money back many folds over. That's invest in your education in both your skill set and freelancing. So in your skill set, we talked about design, for example. Always stay on top of the latest tools. Like if you just know Photoshop, are you an 8 out of a 10 out of Photoshop skills? Get yourself to be a 9 out of 10. Get yourself to be a 10 out of 10. Look at the latest release of Photoshop. What are they offering in terms of new features? Maybe you don't use another type of platform out there that competes with Photoshop. I don't know of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's like Adobe Illustrator, for example. Like, learn that if you don't know it. So learn as many different skills as you can in your skill set. And then you also want to invest in freelancing as a whole, because as a freelancer, there's a world out there, a world of opportunity for you to get clients, to learn how to keep clients longer, to learn how to make your business more efficient and optimize it, to work less hard for more money. I mean, you got to invest in that stuff. And that's the reason why I started Freelancer Masterclass, is just put all that in one place. So invest in yourself. That's super important. You'll get your money back. And then systematize everything. This is my last point for you guys. Okay. So understand exactly what you need to systematize. understand before you even take on a client, how are you going to bill your clients? Like, what systems do you have? Is it going to be PayPal? Is it going to be QuickBooks? Like, what are you going to use to send invoices? And then how will you follow up with them? Not just how will you follow up with unpaid invoices, but how will you follow up with prospects who are interested in working with you? How are you going to follow up with clients who have worked with you and ask them for referrals or ask them for future work? How do you have to have a system in place for all that? Are you going to send a monthly newsletter? If it's not going to be monthly, is it going to be weekly, bi-weekly? Is it going to be in the form of a newsletter or just individual emails? Like, you have to have a system in place for that, or your business just won't scale. And then what does your onboarding process look like? When you bring on a client, like, I have a checklist of everything I need to tell them and all the contracts they need to sign and everything they need to agree to, the scope of work, working agreements, standard operating procedures, all that stuff. Like, I know a freelancer, I don't do this, I used to. I know a freelancer who sends gift baskets to all their new clients they bring on. Okay, I should start that up again, actually. That was pretty nice. You will keep clients longer when you do stuff like that. So what does your onboarding process look like? Are you just going to fill out paperwork and get started? Are you going to send them a gift basket, or maybe even a folder of information about what it's like to work with you or past clients? I mean, what does that exactly look like? Okay, do you need to set them up in some kind of project management software like Teamwork or something like that? And then what are your work hours or days? You have to set parameters for yourself, because if you're not, then most of the benefit of you being a freelancer gets lost, because that is what the benefit of being a freelancer is. A large portion of it is setting your own schedule. It might be okay if you don't mind working on Saturday, but if you say, absolutely not, I'm not working on Thursday, that's my day. I like to go skiing on that day because the slopes are empty, or I like to play tennis on that day, whatever. You want to go golfing because it's not crowded on Thursdays. Tell your clients what day you do and don't work. Tell them how to expect communication from you. Don't expect an email response right away. I respond to my emails twice a day or 3 times a day, whatever the case. You want to set your parameters with yourself and with your clients as well before you even start that working arrangement. Okay, I hope this helped. Good luck.